Alright, because I know I'm not going to be up in the morning to watch this as it goes on, not to mention it's not going to turn on again until Tuesday. It has been linked into my smart home. Give you a test run. I already tested it out and hopefully I get all the kinks up, but this is my irrigation system for my 10-gallon terrariums. So I'll turn on the water fill. They'll run for a minute. The flow rates have been adjusted properly to make sure that there is no technical overflow, but even if it does overflow, what does it matter? It's going into the dirt. And after a minute it should turn off, but if it happens to take a little bit longer, it really isn't filling at an exceptional rate, so it's not going to cause any problems. And even with what it's attached to, it's filling inside a 10-gallon tank. The bucket itself only has 5 gallons at max capacity, so there's no way for any kind of overflow. The only thing that would happen if it did overflow is it would kill the plants that are on the top tank, not impacting the bottom tank whatsoever. So right now I'm manually controlling it rather than the smart home. So now that I see that it's relatively full, I'll turn that off, which the smart home would do. Then when it turns off, that's when it'll turn the other thing on, the water itself, and that's what it would look like to get everything watered. I figured, well, they don't get watered probably nearly as much as it should, so there we go. And you'll see that once it empties, so regardless of how long it takes it to shut off the water pump, there's no way for it to overflow in any way, shape, or form, which is the objective, to make sure that there's no way to overflow anything at any given point in time. And now looking at how everything's been adjusted, it looks like everything's been really relatively watered. I mean, you got the round edges that aren't really overly watered, but I don't want plants growing around the edges anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference.